See, we've got plenty of room
You
for
know
hanging
how
on
you
the
did
nail.
that with the hanging them on the nail. You just got them by the shoulder.
Oh, I don't know how the
Well, I don't know
presidents come
either.
in there. We better change.
I remember also going to Granny's and spending a week.
Yeah.
You too, William. I remember sleeping in Granny's bed and the chamber pot underneath the beds. We had to go to the bathroom. What?
We had a garage sale just recently, and
It's so warm in
then,
chamber.
as we grew up, we did have a chamber, you know, like this. But when I was growing up, we didn't have the chamber. We had a little can,
Okay.
you know. But anyway, when we had this garage sale, I still had my mother's chamber pot, and it.
That's called porta potty today.
Well, anyway, it got out of the back storehouse, and Joe was going to sell it at a garage sale. No, that don't go in no garage sale, and then it had a lid on it. See,
Yeah.
during all that shuffle, the lid got lost. Well, I got upset because the lid got lost. Well, they finally got out there and scrambled around and found the lid. And they got it back in the back storehouse.
Good.
Yeah, it's still back there, I hope. But I had planned on making a flower pot out of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Planting some flowers in it.
Yes.
But should have grown some good ones with all that.
Fertilizer in
Still
it.
a lot in that porcelain, I imagine. I imagine that porcelain soaked up a lot of that
Anyway,
nutrients.
we was talking about that, and that was brought up.
Oh, how funny. So what was like your favorite food growing up that Granny would fix?
Well,
And I don't know, there wasn't much of a chance for favorites. You had three. You could have.
Okay.
You could have a meal 3 different ways: cornbread, beans, and fried potatoes. Or you could have beans, fried potatoes, and cornbread. Or you could turn it around and have.
you can't do it.
I can't go. I can't.
Can you do it now?
Got him all mixed up. You forgot.
But that's what you'd have. I mean, nanny. But the really amazing thing I think about very often, she would get out and kill a couple of chickens if we had company.
Yeah.
Before breakfast, dress them, and have fried chicken for breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
And her favorite meal was pork chops for breakfast.
Or have pork chop.
Pork chops
But I mean, she
And-
no joke. She'd
and
get out and
gravy.
kill a chicken or two,
and gravy and
dress them.
biscuits,
I know
of
that
course.
there was a rooster or a hen that got on to us, got us kids one day, and she went out there and took care of that hen or rooster. She
Yeah,
killed it, and we had it that night.
We had it that night, didn't we,
Mean
William?
old rooster, I'll tell you.
We had chicken and dumplings. And then
She did.
we had one time we was down there and we went and picked some weeds alongside the road and ate them, and Dennis wouldn't eat
Poke salad.
poke salad. And
Dennis
I've got
wasn't
some
gonna have no
poke
weeds all
salad
day.
Growing.
behind the pond growing. It's come up every year.
Yes. In fact, you can Google poke salad and actually see what it looks like and everything.
Poke like P-O-L-K?
I think so.
P-O-L-K.
P-O-L-K.
Yeah, we've got one big tall one this year. It's real tall now.
Oh
Poke
my
salad.
goodness.
But Geneva, one year we went down there, and Geneva was picking that and taking it to the grocery store and selling it. That grocery store owner, I don't know what he gave her for it, but he put it on the rack up there, and he couldn't get enough. People were buying it right and left. That summer she made.
It'd grow a bunch
It would go
between
down by the river.
Granny's house and the railroad tracks.
That's right. That's right.
Along the road, it'd grow a bunch.
But anyway,
It did.
so much on that one.
Well, anyway, one time she'd always make a cake, just a cake, mix up the cake. You had no cake mix and mix up the cake. So anyway, she'd put applesauce for the icing, she just put applesauce between the layers and then applesauce on the top of it. She didn't like the size of it. Oh, that would be the best stuff when I was, growing up. But she canned apples and she made applesauce, so.
I do remember her canning in the cellar and all the
Oh, yeah.
canned food in the cellar.
Yeah.
She had garden,
When
green
we
beans
get
and
a
everything.
tornado alert, we go in the cellar,
Yeah,
root cellar for a
Root
while.
cellar.
that's what it was called.
But not too seldom, though, we ever went into the fall, though, without at least 200 jars of vegetables and fruit. I mean, we'd have peaches and apples and I don't know what all canned.
We were,
Green beans and
Yeah.
everything else.
But blackberries. I don't know what all. But anyway, not seldom we ever went into without about 200 jars.
I remember when I was younger.
But we had a lot of company. We'd have a lot of company.
well, anytime we was down there was a lot of people.
There always was. I don't ever remember going with just a few.
And we'd go out on the front porch when it started getting dark, and we'd sit out there and we'd sit and visit for a long time before we go in. And
Yeah.
Do y'all remember?
Front porch, that's
what,
right.
That's what that's what Nancy remembers. Visiting on the front.
On the
porch.
front porch.
And
Y'all
there was
remember
a
you going down
plant.
there and playing in the out there in the dirt and the roots. Of
Oh
the trees
yeah.
and all
Oh yeah,
was
that
your-
corner tree, the
Yeah.
tree on the corner of the lot. Remember that?
There was 2 or 3 of them. There.
2 or 3, and we just dug around and
They had the
played.
roots out and
Yeah.
would make even tunnels to
Uh-huh.
go under a bridge or something.
In fact, it was in her yard that I think we learned how to put a horny toad to sleep.
Yeah.
Remember, William? And then we learned how to put it to sleep and then wake it up by yelling and
Yeah,
screaming.
We did it right in front of the porch.
We did. Yeah, with a
And
match.
then we went to
On its
what
stomach.
reunion we went to in Oklahoma. There was a whole bunch of kids, and we went to put a horny toad to sleep, and there was just hundreds of kids looking around while we put this horny toad to sleep. I was just amazed at us putting a horny toad to sleep. And
Yeah,
then,
we
then
come
when we turn it loose,
You take off.
Who lived right next door to Granny?
Mary.
But didn't Mary used to live?
or
She
moved.
lived next door and then she moved up
Oh,
there on
okay.
the corner. But you're thinking about going to Millard and Lena's straight down the street down there.
Yeah, I
Women
remember
lived
that.
on one side of the street
Exactly.
Millard and Lena.
Lived on.
and that's
Yeah.
the house Millard and Lena lived in at that time is one Chester and Irene built.
Oh, really?
Before
Chester
they went,
Frank.
before they, well, I
Chester
didn't
and
wanna get
Frank.
in on that.
But
How old were you?
I don't know.
about 12.
Well, when they built that house, probably about 12,
Feeling all right?
Wow.
something like that.
I know you and George
But
put some
I was
down.
up roofing the house when I was about 6. I was patching holes in that cedar shingle where it would leak. And grandmother's on the ground. She say, over a little bit, down a little bit. Now slide that shingle. No, one more row down. Now slide that shingle under there. Now nail it. But I didn't realize it then. But you could see from the ground better where the possibility of a leak than you could standing up on it.
Really? Huh.
And she knew pretty close from where it showed up in the ceiling. So she got me up there and pointed in.
Are
We
you
didn't
sure
have
you
any
was
more
that
heat.
young?
Huh?
Are you sure you was that young?
I bet you was. Not over six,
I remember having
7
RC
year old.
Cola.
Y'all
And
weren't
Coke
living over there
was.
when you was that young.
Yes. And you know, that was
We moved down there
Sunday
right.
afternoon
There
only.
wasn't no RC Cola down
Maybe I
here.
stand
Yeah.
We'd go to Wellington and we'd get RC Cola
That's right.
and ice cream.
Oh,
Hmm. On
But
Sunday
not much older than
afternoon.
that.
Wasn't it Sunday or was it Saturday afternoon?
'Cause when I jumped off that table and cut my
It
leg
might have
open,
been
I couldn't
Saturday.
It
been
might
walked
have
about
been.
4 or 5.
Yeah, that was a treat. We didn't have
Then
those up
short
here.
after that we moved down
No.
there.
No,
But
we didn't have no
It
RC
was a
Cola
while
down
before
here,
we-
but we had it in Wellington. We'd go there.
that
That's
room's
right.
under
That's
that.
right.
And I know it's after the rooms were built on it. I was up on patching them shingles, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Huh?
Okay.
Going to
Well,
the
you're probably right.
outhouse,
Yes,
using the bathroom.
yes. Going to the outhouse and using the bathroom outside.
Outdoor privies.
Oh, outdoor
Outdoor privies.
privies. And now those are called porta potties.
And some people was modern, they had two holders.
Two holers.
Yeah, we only had a one holder.
Yeah. And had the corn cob in it too. I don't
We
know if
had
they had
Sears-
Sears and Roebuck or
We had
not.
Sid Roebuck.
Oh, mercy. You're gonna need to destroy that tape.